can tell from the ingenuity of your appearance that you deserve the character here given of you.
Permit me to say, Mum, that as I have never had the honor of meeting Miss Language, my principal inducement in the affair at present is the honor of being allied to Mrs. Malaprop.
Oh. Sir, you overpower me with politeness. I beg, Captain, have a seat. So few gentlemen nowadays know how to value the ineffectual qualities in a woman.
It is true, Ma'am. But I fear that you ladies must share a little of the blame, for they think our worship of beauty so great that knowledge in a woman would be superfluous. Few, like Mrs. Malaprop, are rich in both at the same time.
You overpower me with your good breeding. He's the very pineapple of politeness. Captain, you are not ignorant that this giddy girl has somehow contrived to fix her affections on a beggarly, strolling, eavesdropping ensign whom none of us have ever seen and nobody knows anything about.
Oh, it must be so distressing, Ma'am. I have heard of the matter, but I'm not in the least bit insured against her for it.
Oh, you are too good, Captain, too considerate. I have done everything in my power since I exploded the affair. I have since laid my positive conjunctions on her, never to think on the fellow again. And I've laid Sir Anthony's preposition before her.
It must be very distressing.
I am sorry to say she seems resolved to decline every particle I enjoin her.
Must be very distressing.
Well, it gives me hydrostatics to such a degree. I thought that they had persisted from corresponding. Yet this very day, I have interceded another letter from the fellow.
Oh, devil, that's my last note.
Here it is.
That little traitorous Lucy.
There. Perhaps you recognize the writing.
Yes. Yeah, I think I recognize the hand.
Nay, but read it, Captain.
My soul's idol, my adored Lydia. Well, that is very tender. I am excessively alarmed at the intelligence you send me, the more so as my new rival has universally the character of being an accomplished gentleman and a man of honor. Well, that is very handsome, very handsome. As for the old weather-beaten she-dragon who guards you... What can you mean by that?
Me, sir! Me! He means me! What do you think of that now?
Oh, impudent scoundrel! It shall go hard, but I shall elude her vigilance, as I am told that the same ridiculous vanity which makes her dress up her coarse features and deck her dull chat with hard words which she doesn't understand.
There, sir! There! An attack upon my language. An aspersion upon my parts of speech. Was ever such a brute? Sure, if I reprehend anything in this world, it is the use of my oracular tongue.
Wow.
And a nice derangement of epitaphs.
He deserves to be hanged, drawn, and quartered. But let me see. Same ridiculous vanity.
You need not read it again.
Oh, beg your pardon. Does also leave her open to the grossest deceptions, flattery, and pretend admiration. An impudent coxcomb. So that I have a scheme to see you shortly, with the old Harridan's consent, and even make her a go-between in our interview. Was ever such assurance?
Did you ever hear such a thing? He will elude my vigilance, will he? Ha! We'll try who can plot best.
So we will, a conceited little puppy. Well, Mum. since she is so set on continuing this little engagement, suppose you were to allow her to continue, yes? Suppose you were to wink at them, even setting a time to elope, yes? We will follow their correspondence, and right at the moment that they are due to elope, we shall swoop in there, I shall grab her, and I shall marry her directly.
I am delighted with this scheme.
Yes!
Never was anything better perpetrated.
Yes! But, suppose I could perhaps have a little conversation with the girl alone.
Well, I don't suppose she's not prepared for a visit of this kind, but there is a decorum in such matters.
Oh, don't worry. Just tell her that Beverly's come to see her.
Sir, what did you say of Beverly?
I was going to say, by way of jest, yes, I was going to say that you should tell her that Beverly had come to see her. She'll soon come down quickly enough then.
That would be a trick she well deserved.
Yes.
He'll get my consent to see her.
Oh, we will we?
Lydia, come down here. He'll make me a go-between in their affair. Lydia, come down, I say. His impudence is truly ridiculous.
Oh, he's an impudent coxcomb, Mom.
Well, the little hussy won't hear. I'll go and tell her directly that Captain Absolute has come to wait on her.
Oh.
And I shall make her behave as becomes a young woman.
As you wish, Mom.
For the present, Captain, your servant.
And yours.
I see her not done laughing. Elude my vigilance, will he?
You would assume now that I should throw off my disguise at once and seize my prize with security. But such is Lydia's caprice that to undeceive her were probably to lose her. I shall see whether she knows me.
What a scene am I to go through now? Surely nothing can be more dreadful than to be obliged to listen to the loathsome addresses of a stranger to one's heart. There stands the hated rival. An officer, too, so unlike my Beverly. I wonder he don't begin. Surely he seems a very negligent wooer. I'll speak first. Mr. Absolute?
Mom!
Oh my goodness, how came you here?
Oh, Sophie, my love, be not surprised. Briefly, I have deceived your aunt. I heard that this Captain Absolute was to come to see you, and I made sure that he couldn't come and see you, and I passed myself off as him.
How charming, and she really takes you for young Absolute?
Oh yes, she's very convinced.
I can't forbear laughing.
But Sophie, we trifle with our precious time. Let me set an hour when I may get my little angel and whisk her away as my wife.
Will you then, Beverly, consent to forfeit that portion of my paltry wealth, that burden on the wings of love?
Oh, come to me, rich, only in loveliness. It is the only dower that poor Beverly can repay.
So persuasive are his words. How charming will poverty be with him?
Love shall be our idol and consent. We shall worship him with a monastic strictness, abjuring all worldly goods. If she holds out now, the devil is in it.
Now that I fly with him to the Antipodes. But my persecution has not yet reached a crisis.
I'm impatient to hear how the little hussy deports herself.
So pensive, Lydia? Is then your warmth abated?
Warmth abated? She's been in a passion, I suppose.
No, nor ever can while I have life.
An intricate little devil to be in a passion all her life, will she?
Think not the idle threats of my ridiculous aunt can ever have any weight with me.
Very dutiful, upon my word.
Let her choice be Captain Absolute, but Beverly is mine.
His assurances to his face. To his face.
Then let me enforce my suit.
Oh, poor fellow on his knees entreating for pity. I can contain no longer. Why now, Vixen? I have overheard you.
Confound her vigilance.
Captain Absolute, I know not how to apologize for her shocking rudeness.
Oh, so all is safe, I see. It doesn't matter, Mom. She'll soon come around, I think.
Oh, there's nothing to be hoped for from her. She's as headstrong as an allegory on the banks of the Nile. Why, thou unblushing rebel! Didn't you just tell this gentleman to his face that you loved another better?
No, madam, I did not.
Ah! Good heavens, Lydia! Such assurances! Don't you know that lying don't become a young woman? Didn't you tell this gentleman that Beverly, that stroller Beverly, possessed your heart?
'Tis true, madam, and none but Beverly.
Captain, you are too patient, but come with me, miss. Let us see you again soon, Captain. Let us remember what we fixed.
Yes, Mom. I shall see you soon.
Come, take a graceful leave of the gentleman.
May every blessing wait upon my Beverly, my beloved
Hussy,
Beverly.
I will choke the word in your throat. Come along.